I remember it was about 6 o'clock in the morning. It was
Mm.
dark. It was cold. And we had just moved out to Carmel Valley, deep in the hills of Kashawa. The summer had been beautiful and fun, but alas, school had started, and today was the first day. My mom had promised that she would get up and make oatmeal because that was our tradition. And sure enough, when I went into the kitchen, little tiny kitchen, there she was with her oatmeal. It was the only time that year that she got up that early and gave us oatmeal. The rest of the year, it was get your own breakfast. They didn't have to catch the early bus and go all the way around the mountain and into the village and then on into town. They just would get up and drive straight over in their timing. I always did wonder, though, why they didn't plan it where we could ride with them. That would have made much more sense. And I'll tell you, school days, it would have made much more sense for them too, because it wasn't long before, I hate to admit this, my friend and I decided that it would be really super fun to stop riding the bus. And so when we would be in the village, we would hitchhike. Two girls hitchhiking into the deep woods. That's never a good idea. Luckily, fear not, nothing ever terrible happened to us. There was one ride, however, that we did ask that they let us out, and they did. So, yay. A note to young girls in school, don't hitchhike. PSA. Fast forward a few years where I was sitting at my computer, of all things, right here. Now I have some college behind me, but I haven't finished my actual BA. I have enough credits probably for almost. Just they're all over the place. So, a little focus. Not very long ago, I was sitting online like this, looking into the box, and it was my very first day of my very first Harvard Extension course. It was an English class, and I was very excited. I knew that as much as I know about writing and how to write, that this was a Harvard class. And I was worried that I might not do well. Well, sure enough, it was hard. And it did remind me of a lot of things I had forgotten. But it wasn't horribly hard. It was just taxing. I think of all the experiences in school, that was one of my favorites. To be in a classroom setting with a teacher who was so intelligent, and she knew how to not just teach you what there was, but to reach in and have your mind reach out to learn. And I don't know how to word that any other way. It wasn't that she was putting information in. She was teaching us how to reach out and get the information. And I thought, okay, now I understand the Ivy League. Now I understand what people talk about when, oh, they're from Harvard, or oh, Princeton, whatever. And I had gone to many college courses, so I definitely do not feel there's a lack anywhere else. This lady just had something special. One of the most fun moments of that class was towards the end. We were writing our last final essays, and we were on our last draft of our essays. And she asked me, Carrie, would you mind if I use your essay in the future for future students and to show them what a good essay would be like? I'll tell you, this is on my writing resume. It may not be a resume that might get a job somewhere outside of the writing world, but as a writer, that was quite the compliment. And now I look forward to the future, to this semester, once again, sitting in my next Harvard Extension course. I'm not sure which class it will be at this point. It'll be whatever is open of the choices that I have. And I will report back to you how often, how wonderful it is and how hard maybe it is. I might take some sort of a math class. The way it works, Harvard Extension, if you take 3 classes and do well in them, then they accept you into their extension program. And extension just simply means online. So the degree would be an online course degree where you have to go onto campus a few times throughout your student career. Funny enough, I did graduate once, but alas, apparently I had taken the wrong math class. And after walking, I was told, well, your commencement means nothing because you didn't actually graduate. That was super fun. But no worries. I will fix all that up this semester. And honestly, I can't say that I've ever been more excited to go back to school than I am now. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.